It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. Well, Charlotte has seen some players come and go over the last couple of years. When you look at this composition of this Hornets team, Shaq, which player do you think is most vital to their success?
Well, Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals, is their leader on the floor, on and off the court. From a pure numbers standpoint, Ernie, he's the guy giving the team the highest offensive production.
Hey, don't forget about Kemba Walker, man. And we forget about him when we talk about handles in the NBA. He's in the top 5. He's not 1, 2, or 3, but he's in the top
10,
5.
not top 5.
He's
Cut
in the top 5 of handles in the NBA.
Live from Charlotte at the home of the Hornets, we're broadcasting from the Time Warner Cable Arena. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Indiana, this is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And right now for the Pacers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody left out there who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. G, he's in at point guard. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Hill is out there with Taj Gibson. Batum sets a screen for Walker. He feeds it to Batum. That falls. Nice feed. That time from Walker. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. George dishes to Hill. Indiana moving it around. And it's G finishing it off.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Walker, and the layup's good off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And Miles kicks to G. The pass to Miles. He dishes it to Hill. George up top. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Batum passes to Walker. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jefferson, a screen on George. Here's Fournier, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Hornets shooting their first free throw tonight. And that one falls for Fournier. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Walker dishes to Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Milwaukee.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here's Batum following the score by Indiana. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds for the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for G. First in scoring, first in steals, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Now, here's Jefferson. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Passes it to Gibson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Batum following the score by Taj Gibson. And a fast break now for the Pacers. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Kept alive. Jefferson's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Charlotte trailing. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Screen by Jefferson. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Now, here's George. He had 19 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's G. The stupendous finish in traffic. G's got 8 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Here's Jefferson. Jefferson can't get that one to fall. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. To shoot that poorly, you almost have to try to miss. Shoot that poorly. Rarely do you see numbers like that at the NBA level.
And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Freak, and it's Walker penetrating. Here's Jefferson, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Miles the pass to Gibson, dishes it to G, fires for 3, and again it's the Pacers from deep.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Well, here are a group of point guards that have dialed up their own offense in the second half of the season. These are the top scorers at the one spot since the All-Star break. Freak, number 1.
top of that list. I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Freak.
It's really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside Hill. And G now atop the key. It's back to Hill. Pass to G. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. No luck. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They got work over on the boards. That's about as plain as I can put it. You can't leave your teammates on an island down there. You need everybody going to the glass.
And here is Gibson. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Good. 16 points for Freak.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Fournier in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Hill kicks to G. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here's Walker. He has 5. Pass to Fournier. Charlotte moving it around. And finished off by Jefferson.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Indiana also making some changes. Boozer, he's checked in for Gibson. And it's Hill in for Paul George. Here's Skinner. And the layup's good off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's G, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. G's got 22 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I was able to talk with Charlotte's head coach for a moment. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And thank you for that, Doris. And here are the Pacers now after Jeremy Lin's miss. Good.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Lin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And it's good.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Kaminsky kicks to Lin. Feeds to Lamb. Takes a 3. Hornets keep it alive. Hawes, no luck. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Hill. Goes back up. That pushes it to double digits. Hill's got his first points of the night.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Kicks to Hawes. Goes up on the high post, and he hits the jump shot.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's G. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Outside, Lynn. Here's Skinner. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. All right, Charlotte. One-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for them.
We've got Jeremy Lin. Batum is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Skinner. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. With some arc, and it's sent back by Hill. And the basket by Kaminsky. Here's G. Here's the screen. Outside, George. Here's G. The feed to Hill. The baseline J. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Got a piece of it. Here's Skinner. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
He kicks to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving it around. That's good. Batum's got 5.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here is George. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And that one's good by G.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. No good. Excellent D there from George. Pacers leading by 8. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And here we can check out the story on Nicholas Batum. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
And here is Kidd-Gilchrist. following the three-pointer by Freak. Screen by Jefferson. And Fournier kicks to Walker. Here's Fournier. He has 5. For 3. The rebound by Paul George. Pacers leading by 9. There's the dish to Miles. Misses from short range.
And you know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And here are the Hornets now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. G dishes to George. There's the triple. And another 3 from G. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Walker. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here is Miles, defended by Batum. Really left alone that time. G's got 43 points.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Now here's Walker. He's got 5, and Kid Gilchrist kicks to Jefferson. Looking to end the run, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. That's good from Kemba Walker. And Indiana making a change here. Gibson's checked in. And so he hits both. Here's G. 43 points in the game. He feeds it to Hill. Down low, G. Good, the assist goes to Hill. G's got 45 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He ended up with 68 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Clock at 6. Fournier for 3. G with the rebound. G's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets dance team. Make some noise!
And some changes here for the Hornets. Hawes comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Lamb in there for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for George. And George Hill's subbed in for C.J. Miles. It's off his leg. And it's being called a kickball. Here's Fournier. He's got 5. Shoots off the screen.
Not as much success from behind the arc right now. I'd expect them to try to work the ball inside a little bit. I mean, it's one thing to knock down threes, but when they're not falling, I think you've got to go inside a little more as the game goes on.
G passes to Turner. Outside Hill. Here's G. Good. The assist goes to Hill. G's got 52 points.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors. Excellent night from Jefferson. He has 9 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Here's G. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That free throw good from G. Both shots good from the stripe. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Fournier dishes to Walker. There's the pick. The pass to Hawes. Misses off the left iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Hornets shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. To the right side. Here's Fournier. He's guarded by Hill. Shot clock at 5. The 15-footer. Fournier's shot is off.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Here's Fournier following the basket by George Hill. From 12 feet out. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Fournier's got 7 points.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
G, and that one's good.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Timeout, Charlotte. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Number 1, the Pacers. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
I mean, this is about hot shooting. These teams recently, 2 teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Pacers. .153 left in the first half. Back to Lynn. Takes the 3. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And that one's good by G.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Passes it to Lamb. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Hill. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
this game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
G, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. G's got 60.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The floater, Lamb, good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to G. He dishes it to Turner. Indiana moving it around. Pass to G. Outside Boozer. Feeds it to Hill. Turner passes to Hill. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. And again, the three-point shot is good from G.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Lynn from long range. Got it off in time, but it's no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. You guys came to play today. What a job shutting them down with our D and running our own offense with precision. I love the focus I'm seeing. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, G is in at the point. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Taj Gibson is out there with Hill. And that one's good by G.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Fournier kicks to Jefferson.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's G. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Outside, Walker tipped away. It's stolen by G. By himself, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Now, here is Hill. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Here's G. No good. Walker with some nice D. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Batum sets a screen for Walker. Four on the shot clock. It's on target from the high post. Walker's got 9.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's G. The pass to Hill. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Jordan Hill at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Walker with it. 9 points in the game so far. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Gibson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's Fournier, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
In the corner, Miles with it. Dishes to G. Indiana moving the ball around. And Miles kicks to G. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Here's Hill. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Mike Scott's checked in for Taj Gibson. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now, here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. An easy 2 points on the layup. Walker's got 11 points.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
G dishes to Miles. Here's George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points in the game. Screen by Jefferson. It's rebounded by Indiana. G's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's G. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Walker. With the floater. It's rebounded by Indiana. G's got 8 rebounds in this game. George with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Hornets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Batum wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Batum's got 8 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's G, guarded by Walker. G passes to Scott. Kicks it to G. Back to Scott. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. Count the bucket. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter. So it's the Pacers now. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Pacers.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for G. He has 9 rebounds. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. That's tipped.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Lynn. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Hill pulls it in.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
They set the pick. G kicks to Hill. And there's the feed to G. Back to Boozer. The shot misses. And Charlotte will come the other way. The dish now to Hawes. G with the rebound. G's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Now here's Lynn. Guarded closer. Wide open. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Hornets shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Over to the wing. Lamb cans the shot with nobody near him. Lamb's got 4 this quarter. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They grabbed their own miss. The Hornets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Skinner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Here's G. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Move the ball.
Tries from 10, and he hits the jump shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Lynn. Following the basket by Freak. Here's Hawes. His 3-pointers off the mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's G. Lets it go from deep. That's good. G's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Indiana out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And Indiana shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. They've got Richardson. Spencer Hawes out there with Jeremy Lamb. Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Jefferson gets it to go.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Now the pass to Miles. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Hill kicks to G. 6 on the shot clock. They set the screen. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Lynn. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Turner with a screen on Walker. G kicks to Turner. No good off the pick.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Passes it to Jefferson. He kicks to Lynn. Outside, Walker. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's G. Scott with a screen on Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Charlotte shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Lynn kicks to Walker. He feeds it to Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist against Hill. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Kaminsky. No good. Hill with some nice D. And Indiana shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Here's G. The Hornets pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The first one falls.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jefferson, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Walker. And Indiana with a change here, too. Boozer's checked in. Good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pacers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win, and looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And in this season series, it becomes an emphatic 3-game sweep this year. So they have to feel pretty good about how dominant they've been in this matchup against the Hornets.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for G. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. No good from the wing. And here's Indiana. Here's G. Launches it. Rebounded by Kaminsky. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. No good from Lamb. Here's G. There's the three. The shot is off.
Boy, he shredded D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Lynn. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
It's like this. When you set a tone at the top, everyone underneath followed. Made sure we were all on the same page tonight. Everyone underneath me, hey, the rest of the team, will follow suit.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again.